Hello everyone. Welcome back to this channel. On this occasion, we will once again discuss several leaks that I managed to find and that I think are quite interesting to talk about. As usual, this information comes from a fairly credible source, namely Hakushin. Alright, without further delay, let's get straight into the discussion. Finally, the long-awaited version 4.0 Beta V1 has been released. This time, the Beta V1 Sparksy leaks I'm covering are taken from Hakushin, not from homdgcat. Yes, due to various issues that happened with homdgcat. However, this time we will focus specifically on Sparksy Beta V1, so discussions about homdgcat will be saved for another video. Alright, Sparksy is a 5-star fire element character who follows the path of Elation. First, let's start with Sparksy's base stats. She has 1048 base HP, 640 base attack, 461 base DEF, 107 speed, and 160 max energy. Next are her trace boosts, plus 37.3% crit damage, plus 18% elation, and plus 6.7% crit rate. If you see undefined, that actually refers to elation. Now, moving on to Sparksy's signature light cone. Its effect increases the wearer's crit damage by 36%. While the wearer is on the field, for every elation character on the team, increases the skill point upper limit by 1, up to a maximum increase of 3. For every 1 skill point the wearer consumes, ignores 5% of enemy target's def when this unit deals elation damage, and increases all allies' elation by 5%. This effect can stack up to 4 times. Light cone effects of the same type cannot stack. Next, let's move on to Sparksy's main kit. For her basic attack, Sparksy deals fire damage equal to 100% of Sparksy's attack to one designated enemy. For her enhanced basic attack, upon finalizing the live stream connection results, she deals fire damage equal to 100% of Sparksy's attack to one designated enemy, and fire damage equal to 50% of Sparksy's attack to adjacent targets. Next is her skill. She starts a live stream connection to transform her basic attack into bloom. Winner takes all and triggers engagement farming 1 time. During this ability, engagement farming can be triggered repeatedly, up to 20 times. Using this ability is not considered as using a skill. For her enhanced skill, it causes bloom. Winner takes all to increase the damage multiplier against one designated enemy by 40% and the damage multiplier against adjacent targets by 20%. She randomly gains one of the following gifts: straight fire, 2 punchline points and 2 skill points. Unreal Banger, 1 punchline point. Using this ability is not considered as using a skill. Punchline points are shared by the entire team. When dealing elation damage, the more punchline points taken into account, the higher the elation damage. Next is Sparksy's ultimate. She gains 2 punchline points and deals fire damage equal to 0.6 times elation plus 50% of Sparksy's attack to all enemies. Now we move on to Sparksy's talent. When Sparksy possesses Certified Banger, using an enhanced basic attack deals fire elation damage equal to 20% to one designated enemy, and fire elation damage equal to 10% to adjacent targets. Additionally, for every time engagement farming is triggered, the enhanced basic attack deals 1 extra instance of fire elation damage equal to 18% to one random attacked enemy target. Using the ultimate deals fire elation damage equal to 48% to all enemies. Elation damage: the more punchline points taken into account, the higher the elation and character level, and thus the higher the elation damage dealt. Elation damage is not affected by damage boost effects. You could say this is somewhat similar to Super Break, which also scales with character level. Certified Banger: characters participating in the AHA instant obtain the Certified Banger state, and punchline points from the current AHA instant are taken into account for this state, lasting for 2 turns. Ability effects and elation damage produced by the certified banger state are calculated based on the punchline points taken into account. Punchline points taken into account for multiple certified banger states are combined for calculation. The duration of each certified banger state is calculated independently. Next is Sparxie's technique. After using the technique, enemies within a set area are inflicted with block for 10 seconds. Blocked enemies cannot detect allied targets. After entering combat by actively attacking a blocked enemy, Sparxie deals fire damage to all enemies equal to 50% of her attack and recovers 2 skill points. Next, let's move on to Sparxie's traces. First trace. For every 100 points of Sparxie's attack that exceeds 2000, increases this unit's elation by 4%, up to a maximum increase of 80%. This means that to maximize her elation increase, you will need around 4000 attack. Second trace. When there are 1, 2, 3 or more elation characters in the team, using Sparxie's ultimate will additionally grant 2, 4, 8 punchline points. Third trace. For every 1 punchline currently owned, increases all allies' crit damage by 4%, up to a maximum increase of 40%. Now let's move on to Sparxie's Eidolons. Eidolon 1, after a high instant ends, gains an additional 5 punchline points. For every 1 punchline owned, increases all type respen for all allies by 1.5%, up to a maximum increase of 15%. Eidolon 2, after a high instant ends, Sparxie gains 1 extra turn and 2 thrill. Each time a thrill is consumed, increases this unit's crit damage by 10%, lasting for 2 turns. This effect can stack up to 4 times. Eidolon 3, skill level +2, basic attack level +1, and elation skill level +1. Eidolon 4, when using ultimate, additionally gains 5 punchline points and increases elation by 25% for 2 turns. Eidolon 5, ultimate level +2, talent level +1, and elation skill level +1. Eidolon 6, all type respen increases by 20%. For every 1 punchline added, the elation skill gains 1 additional bounce for damage, up to a maximum of 30 bounces. If we look at her overall kit, Sparxie is essentially an elation-based main DPS. Even so, she can also buff the team. Her kit contains many effects that provide buffs to the entire team, but her primary function remains as a carry and the main source of damage. Sparxie's damage comes from her enhanced basic attack, talent, and ultimate, all of which deal elation damage. She is most optimal when used in a team with multiple elation characters, since many of her traces and effects only fully shine in such compositions. Alright, that's all for now, everyone. So what do you think about the full beta V1 kit leak for Sparxie? Write your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to share this information with your friends who also play Honkai Star Rail. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any other important updates. See you in the next update.